In the bleeding edges of creation, a single seed of the first hunger awakens, born to replicate without mercy. Its first clone drips into being, each perfect eyeless echo. Shattered mirrors give rise to the hungering reflection. It devours your essence, reshaping flesh into something far worse. These ooze-born horrors are more than creatures, they are a living virus of form. Witness their birth, survive their onslaught, or be consumed into the endless tide. Join us if you dare. Blob Squad awaits.
You awaken to the sound of dripping water and the feeling of cold stone beneath you. Your first breath tastes stale and sweet, like nectar turned to rot. As your eyes adjust, you realize you are emerging from some slimy, translucent pods attached to the cavern walls. Threads of viscous fluid cling to your skin. For a moment your mind reels with confusion. Fragmented memories of battles fought, friendships forged, and goals pursued flicker and fade before you. You know these memories, yet they feel like distant reflections in a cloudy mirror. Before you, a tall woman in a tattered purple robe observes you with a proud, feverish eyes. Her form is backlit by a glow of alchemical vats. Awaken, my beautiful reflections. The first hunger stirs, and you shall be its worthy hands. I will now show you the woman before you.
Ooh.
Oh no.
If you'd like to introduce your characters, so we're going to start off with Thudrick. Thudrick, because you are standing next to Vela, what do the rest of them see as Vela speaks to them?
They see a tall, light blue coloured ooze man. He's sort of shaped like a really tall humanoid. He's sort of about 7 feet tall. He is smooth-faced, smooth-headed. He's wearing a little red fez and guard's armor, and sort of incongruously is holding a mop. He has a friendly face, and he's bulky. He's a big dude. He's a unit.
Very cool. Wick, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so you see this kind of shorter kind of ooze, and his mustache, which is now ooze, is kind of curled up in front of his lip, and on his chest he has this kind of glowing sigil that's kind of runic of this dolphin on his chest.
Very cool. Gemma.
Yeah, you see a tiny little ooze, about 3 feet tall. She's got braided oozed hair. It's still got a elven circlet around her head, but she's just very small, very bluey greeny colored.
Cool. Very, very cool. So, around you, you're coming to these strange moments. You look over to your right and you see Bobby. Would you like to describe your character, please, Bob?
Yeah, so I'm a quite, not small, but I'm scrawny, a bit scruffy, but I'm wearing a bit of swag, I guess. I'm a bit of a cheeky chap, and I'm obviously very purple. I've got a devilish smile, but don't be fooled by that. And I guess I've got a full sense of confidence in my stance, I guess.
Vela looks towards you and says,
Yes, some of my greatest creations. You will infiltrate the city of Kingstonmar, the draconic stronghold of the north, and you will place this.
And before you, she hands what can only be described as what looks like a large heart, but it has these strange kind of lines that run through it. It's quite big, about 2 foot wide, and
Because this is the seed of the first hunger, an amalgamation of others not quite as successful as you.
and then
Because you must place this in the undercroft of Kingstonmar, and all of the worship to the draconic gods will be channeled to the first hunger.
You want us to place that in his undercroft? That's a bit personal, isn't it?
It's a cemetery of dragons.
Oh, right. I thought it was his underwear. Oh, gotcha.
I don't think dragons wear any.
Okay, I'll have...
Well, also, you each have
I have to
special
take your word for
abilities.
that.
You each have special abilities, so I'd like you to test them out now. You can all change your visage at will. Please all take my visage, or attempt to.
I'd like all of you to roll me a performance check to see how well you disguise yourself in your first attempt of transformation.
Okey-dokey. Ooh,
19, but -2, so that's 17 for Wick.
Cool.
I also got a 19, but plus nothing, so 19.
Cool. 26 from Bobby. Woohoo! Nice.
Nice.
So, Bobby, you take the visage of her and almost looks scarier. Like she's like, oh, okay. And the rest of you do a fairly good job. What did you get as well then, Thudrick? You're muted, Ben, if you didn't realise. Okay.
Sorry about that. I got an 8.
Okay, you did not do so
10
well.
minus 2.
Yes, you you kind of look like you, just with like a bigger nose and some hair. She sighs and goes,
And you're the one that spent most time with me. Oh dear. At least you're good at smashing things.
Yeah, I'm better at smashing things than performing. I get a bit of stage fright, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure that when it comes down to it, you'll manage to get through it somehow. Now, be careful with this. Which one of you is going to be the one to give? Oh, would you like to give them their equipment as well, please, Thudrick?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can hand that out. Yeah. So, little purple chap, I've got this for you. Hands over a little bundle.
how, is it, are you still taking it from within inside you and handing it to them, or is it...
Yeah. I keep everything inside my giant blobby form. So he kind of reaches in, his pseudopod arm kind of flickers inside his breastplate and comes out with this kind of gooey dripping package that he hands over to Bobby.
And I won't use myself, I'm still disgusted.
That's fair.
You are all copies of what were once adventurers. You'll have mingled memories that were once theirs, the knowledge of the place that you head to. may be of some use, but pay their emotional baggage no heed. You are new, you are better, you are superior.
I think my original source was already having an identity crisis, and this is not helping.
Oh man, I think I could get used to this.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird transition for me, but to be honest, I think I'm better off here than I was where I was before.
And
So Thud, you've worked with her before?
I've been here for a little while. I used to work for a real dickhead, and I kind of got in a bit of trouble when I whacked his sergeant, and so I got sent here as a punishment. And I don't really know what happened, but I woke up like you just did in these pods, and I think I like it here better. So, yeah.
And this, she's kind of, Renia kind of lowers her voice, and she's like, and this Vita, she's on the up and up, you know? It makes sense to pop this heart in the middle of the city. I don't know, it seems a bit counterintuitive.
I haven't really asked all that many questions, to be honest. I was just pleased to not be dead. So,
Yes.
It's fair, yeah.
Plus, she gave me some cool stuff. So, yeah. And I've got some things for you too. And he reaches another pseudopod inside his body and pops it out and hands a little package to Wick. And sorry, what was your name, Gemma?
Renia.
Renia. Cool.
As you receive your bits and pieces, you notice that your kind of host stands there watching the exchanges quite intently, with a crooked smile on her face, of like a proud family member almost.
She's
like-
mum.
Exactly, yeah. And the kind of puppet in her hand kind of twitches occasionally and kind of looks towards one of you when you say something or another, whilst she seems to be looking in another direction. She then goes,
Well, Thudrick, please feel free to show them where they can find any other bits and pieces they may need for your travels. You know where to go. The road to Keenstunmar, but also if you do see any of those pesky rogue experiments, do smash them on your way out.
Okay, sounds good. You couldn't give us a map, could you? Because I'm not very good with directions. Has anyone else got a good memory?
Fine.
Give me a map and I will never get lost.
she pulls out a piece of paper, and I'm going to roll to see how well she draws the map. You see that of the complex that you are in, it's very detailed, and then there is like a little squiggle that says cave, and then there's a big scribble, and that just says road, and then it points to the left, and you don't think it's that accurate as into scale, but it's good enough.
Yeah, Renia just kind of like turns it around in her hands, 360, trying to figure out which way's north, and then she settles in. Gets just somewhat of an idea, but she's not going to go too blindly by the squiggle.
Feel free to roam around the map.
Boy, old lady, are we, getting any gold with this?
Oh, I see some of the lingering effects of the previous life are clanging onto the material. If you so wish, you could have as much as you like.
as much as I want.
She gestures to her pouch and just opens it up, and you see there's like 500 platinum, which is 5,000 gold.
Whoa.
And that's just what she carries on her.
Maybe a little down payment for for our journeys, just in case we need it.
Oh no. Not until you get back, I'm afraid. Call it as a I'll give you two platinum for now, and I'll give you the rest of this bag when you get back.
Make it 4 platinum, and then we can go.
Roll me persuasion, just because why not?
8 plus 11.
8 plus 11, 19. All right, okay. She looks at you with a raised eyebrow and then pulls one out and places it in your hand. Pulls the second out, places it in your hand slightly slower, and this continues until the fourth one is like 10 times as long as the first, and kind of almost putting it back into her other hand. Fine. And then she kind of...
You can have the other 496 when you return.
Nice. I just air fist the air, just in like victory.
I'm going to say that... So who's that? So Wick, you would actually hear her mumble something afterwards. She would say, if you come back.
Oh. I kind of keep that to myself for the moment because I don't want to feel like that puppet can hear us. So I kind of just cross my arms and squint my eyes at her.
I'm gonna ask, excuse me, Vader. What happens if we come across our other selves on the road? What happened to the source material that you used to create us?
Oh, well, they are currently unavailable in the material plane.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, of course.
I got a 13.
You're pretty sure that she has them, or someone that she knows has them imprisoned somewhere, and clearly from what she said, off with the material plane. But as to where or how or what exactly is happening, you're not entirely sure. But she's definitely confident in the fact that they won't be a bother.
Okay.
I guess no time like the present, right?
Yeah, should we get going?
Yeah.
Who's carrying the heart is the big question. Who's strong enough? Because it would squash me good.
I'm pretty hardy. I can carry it.
Keep it in your belly?
Yeah.
I could carry it, but I'd need another 4 platinum.
She just
So I
kind
guess I'm
of
gonna
rolls her
help
eyes.
shove the heart.
God, sorry. She rolls her
Oh,
eyes.
sorry, I was going to say I was going to help.
Go for it.
I was interrupting you, I'm so sorry. I was going to say I'm going to help shove the heart into his belly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Both of us will just
Teamwork. Teamwork.
kill it.
Fudrick just
Nice.
lifts his arms up in the air.
Yeah.
It's like lets them just shove it in.
Cool. And with a kind of sucking sound, it was implanted, and you see all of Thudrick kind of glow for a second in this kind of purple and greenish light. And then it kind of fades once more. But Thudrick, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Thudrick.
Sorry, not sorry.
That would be a dirty 20.
Ooh, lovely.
Nice. Yeah, you feel this weird sensation and like tingling, and your form kind of shifts into like a non-humanoid puddle for a second, and then solidifies. And then Vader goes,
Oh yes, that I forgot to say. You will have to do that quite often too to get in and out of here. Yeah, you have to get into like your squidgy amorphous forms. You can all do that. Feel free to have a try.
Do you need to roll for that?
and no, don't roll for it.
Okay.
It's all good.
Frederick stretches himself
That
out
wasn't
really
good.
tall and thin.
You can just do it.
Great.
Yeah. It's just like the sensation of like almost falling, and when you're a puddle, it's quite a weird sensation at first, but somehow feels natural.
Just getting used to it. It's kind of keep popping up and down, up and down.
Frederick spreads himself out like a pancake on the ground. Just before we go, I did have one question. I can't help but notice that the name The First Hunger sounds kind of, I'd just say a little bit intimidating, maybe suspicious. Can you tell us anything more about this First Hunger?
Well, imagine before anything, before the universe existed, there was just a darkness that hungered, and it regurgitated what most people call life. It's the thing before everything, and the thing that will last after everything else is gone. Therefore it is the one true power.
You can all roll me history checks from your previous lives to see if you've heard anything like it before. If you are proficient in religion, you may use religion instead.
That's a 15 for Wick.
That is another dirty 20 for Frederick.
That is a 3 for anyone.
Cool. So, Thudrick, you remember songs and stories of strange creatures that are from a realm beyond any that makes sense, even stranger than those of the lower planes, even stranger than those of the upper planes, and it's a place beyond all of known existence, known as the Far Realm. And there is a large amount of stories that relate to a darkness before life existed. The primordial soup, as it were, that regurgitated consciousness into the universe.
Frederick shudders, and it's not pretty. Because he...
How many things does he drop during his shadow?
Oh, so many. A couple of
pick
coins
this
and a
up.
rubber chicken.
Yeah. I'll pick them up and
I
shove
go
them back
pick
in.
up. I picked up the coins.
Oi!
Sorry. I don't know what got up in there. And my browser just reset.
Cool, okay. Well, I guess that answers my questions. So, Maybe we could just have a little chat amongst ourselves when we're on the road. I think might be a good idea. But for now, maybe we should off ski.
I agree. I think no time like the present.
I want to get out of here. It's
I have a
creepy.
quick snoop inside this cabinet.
Yeah, as you, it's actually kind of fallen over and tipped into the floor and kind of propped up against some stones. And as you put it open, you see that there is a bunch of rotten clothes and some dead rats inside.
Great.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because here, suddenly, you hear this creeping footsteps, these strange slapping sounds that you can't place any kind of emotion, and then there it is. It's an eye looking at you. You double take to start with, and you see a shoe.
He's so cute.
It's going to try and bite you. So I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Cool. I got a 13.
Wick rolled a 2.
14 for Rinia.
Okay, one sec. So 14. I did 14 for Rinia. Was it a 2 for Wick?
Yes.
Cool. Bobby, what did you get, buddy?
4.
Cool. Tadric?
I got a 12.
12. Wicked. And then boom. Roll.
Oh, punky.
Yeah, this is what I was writing yesterday. Oh dear. Cool. So it is that guy first. So first up, they will phase step the other side, and then they will attack with. Where is it? Bite. There we go. That will be a 16 to hit. Is that going to hit you? Rick? What's your AC? It's a 20.
16, sorry,
no,
20.
Misses. Sorry, but yeah, okay, so that misses. Okay, then it is going to be the next guy's turn. So he's going to try and come out and try and do the same. So let's do his attack. That's a miss. Then the next guy's turn. He's going to just try and bite you. Probably going to miss. He does have advantage though. He still misses. You see these 3 little shoe mimics all around your ankles, but none of them seem to be doing anything. It is then going to be Rinia's turn.
Okie dokie. Yeah, she is going to. She's gonna Hunter's Market.
You'd have to move first. First, you can't currently see it. You'd have to move.
I can't see it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you moved into the doorway, so there, which is 30 feet.
Yes, excellent. Okay. Now I can see it.
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do.
You're gonna Hunter's Mark this one at the top.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark. I think I have. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to find it on my character sheet because I.
That's all right.
Oh no, it's Slasher's Prey is what it's called. As a bonus action, you designate one creature you can see within 60 feet. The first time each turn that you hit that target with an attack weapon, you take an extra 1d6.
Nice.
So yes, bonus action Slasher's Prey. And then for my first action, I'm going to use my Hunter's Maw to shoot at it. So
Nice.
I will do that now. Let me roll. 16 to hit?
That does hit.
Yes. Okay. So 1d8. D6. So that's 11 plus 14 damage.
Whoa. You, as the arrow goes into it, you see a big chunk of ichor just fall onto the floor and next to Wick. It really hurt.
Awesome. Can I do it one more time?
You can.
Yeah. All right. Again, 16 to hit again. So that should hit, right?
It does.
Awesome. And then 11 damage.
Okay. As you fire the two arrows, you just see the shoe just burst into a pile of black ichor and the feet of your friend, and it is destroyed.
Yay.
Nice.
Whoosh.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any more shoes that might be around.
There's two
'Cause
more
they come in
right behind.
pairs.
There's 2 more behind me.
Yep. And Wicked.
That's my turn then.
Todrick, you're up.
Right. Okay. I would like to. I'd like to run over to the doorway, or as far over that way as I can go with my movement. Which is probably about there. He can move to there, and then I'm going to manifest my echo. So a second Todrick appears.
Nice.
On the other side of the door. I don't quite know how to place that in, but I'd put him.
We can use Vader for now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he appears there. He also has movement, and he would like to run forward and attack one of the shoe mimics, whichever one is near. I can't actually see it.
Cool. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll switch. I'll put another one of you on the table so it's easier.
Oh, awesome! Thanks.
There we go. Blob Squad. Okay, Todrick. There you go.
Awesome, cool. So he is going to recklessly attack that mimic, which means he gets advantage. He's a barbarian fighter multiclass. Okay, so first attack will be rolled two crappy ones. Does a 17 hit? Sorry, an 18 hit.
It definitely does.
Awesome. Okay, so that will be. Oh yeah, that will be 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It looks real hurt. You just and you see it just lift its tongue lolling on the floor. Its eye kind of squished down into the base of the shoes.
Awesome. He's going to take another attack. So that will be, that will be a 27 to hit.
It definitely hits. Twice.
Cool. And then that is going to be another 12 bludgeoning damage.
You absolutely turn this into paste. Just the first
Nice.
one almost did. The second one absolutely obliterates it.
Smears it. What's really weird about this is that the other Thudrick raises his warhammer up to do this, and then the warhammer disappears and reappears in the Echo's hand to smash the
Nice.
to smash the shoe.
Wicked. All right, Bobby, you're up.
I will cast Starry Wisp, I think. Which one? That one. Oh god, does 13 hit?
13 is just what you needed.
Oh, thank god. It's only 8 damage.
Okay, that's all right.
I think I will go again. Same Starry Wisp.
Cool.
Thank god. 21.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And 13 damage.
With the first one, you see it kind of hit the ring with the radiant light, and the shoe mimic kind of squeals in pain. By the time it tries to hop away, you just fire another one, and it kind of bursts midair, turning into another pile of slop.
Nice.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else? You've got movement and bonus action still.
I'll move a little bit into the doorway just so I can see better.
Cool.
And then, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so another shoe mimic kind of bursts from behind and goes for the nearest, which would be Thudrick's Echo, which is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that
there is no way that it can't get rid of him. He has 1 hit point.
Yeah, it does 2 points of damage.
Yeah. He pops out of existence.
Cool. I'm going to just put him off map for now. And then, yeah, cool. And then that is then your turn, Wick.
All right. Let's see. I will run over to this one over here, and I'll take a swing with it with my weapon. My warhammer comes crashing down. That is 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Sweet. And then with my Tempest, I add some thunder damage to it. So that is four thunder and 9 bludgeoning to it.
Okay, cool. As you smash down, you see it just kind of get crushed under the impact, but it is still surviving. You see its tongue lolling, its teeth, kind of the tongue runs over its teeth as it kind of looks up at you with this kind of skew-if eye.
I'll swing one more time with my bonus action.
Cool.
Let's see, that's 23. I'm assuming that hits again.
Yes,
and
it
then
does.
that's only going to be 2 bludgeoning that time.
Okay, cool. It manages to survive, albeit not by much.
Yeah. Dang.
And then it's going to be Rinia's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna come further into the room so I can see a bit better because I've got some shadows. I see you now. Okay. I'm going to, since my first Slasher's Prey is dead, I'm going to use my bonus action to redesignate it to that creature, and I'm gonna hit it with another arrow. So, gosh, I keep rolling 8. 16 to hit. Great, so then that would be Where's my 86? At 8 damage.
Nice. It's barely holding on. You see, as your arrow pierces through it, it squeals once more, looking around in anger, not knowing where that pain come from. And then as it kind of, its one eye just kind of locks onto you, you see it kind of just being a big pool of its own ichor, still wriggling, but not with much left.
All right, I'm gonna hit one more time. And hit one more time. It's at 18 to hit.
That hits.
Amazing. So then that's just gonna be that die. 7 to hit. 7 attack. 7 damage.
Okay,
Is what I mean.
cool. Describe how you destroy this ugly little creature.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so she lets go a big arrow, and the force of the arrow picks up the little mimic shoe and pins it to the wall through its eye.
Nice.
Little trophy almost.
Nice job.
As you destroy the shoe mimic, there is a kind of visible and palpable kind of silence that washes over, and a kind of relief that these rogue experiments are now dealt with, and you can make your way out on the way to King Stunmar.
Cool.
As you guys progress, you go through this tiny little crack in the wall, morphing down into your kind of slop puddle forms, and find yourselves on the road. And everybody see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, not yet.
Can see. I don't think I want to see, based on all the dragons flying.
Mine's just loading.
Someone's reloading it in Safari.
As you are walking along the road to Keenstunmar, you'll find yourself on a highway. There is so much traffic. The rain starts to fall slightly, and before long, about an hour and a half into your journey, there is lots of air traffic and equal amounts of foot traffic, but it all seems to be mostly going in one direction, towards the city itself. Not as much. A few dragons seem to be leaving in quite large numbers, but more heading to the city.
Whoa.
If I was to say roll like a history or something check, would I know if this is like a common thing for dragons to be doing? Like, should we be afraid of these dragons, or is this a normal everyday
You guys
occurrence?
would know that when you're this close to a city of dragons, this is kind of standard. There are about 5 in the world, and you may not have witnessed it, but you would definitely have known about it if not have witnessed it. When there is such a large draconic society, they are more accepting of other creatures, but they do not give them much respect. Like, it just depends on what kind of renown you have in the area with these particular set of dragons. You would definitely know that this city is run by a red dragon. As you see all of the red and purple dragons flying, you would know that the largest in the area is a red dragon. You can roll me history if you'd like to know what that dragon is called, or any more about the city as you approach.
All of us?
Yeah.
I got a 9.
That
Got a
is
13.
12.
Sorry, I got a 13.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you don't seem to really remember much about the dragon itself, or the kind of details much about the city, but you all have vague memories of taking this path. It wasn't raining. It was the sun was setting, and you see the city getting further away, as if you were on the back of a cart moving away from the city. And each of you have this experience within the first 15-20 minutes of walking along this road, as a set of caravan of carriages passes you.
Can we try hitching a ride on one of the carriages?
Yeah. Would you like to describe me, like, what forms you are currently taking? Are you still dressed? Are you still kind of plasmoid-esque in gloopy?
Oh yes. I feel like we should maybe change our forms a bit since we go into this city, right? This is a draconic city. Can I try to transform myself into like a dragonborn?
Of course.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is that a performance check, or can I just do it?
You can just do it. It's just a performance check for the first time.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Thudrick might need some help.
Yeah.
That's right. He sort of reaches up to his face with his pseudopod hands and kind of forcibly molds himself into the shape of a.
It is, as you guys do this and kind of moving along, you put your thumb out. None of the people passing seem to really want to stop.
Sorry, we lost you there, Ben.
Oh, okay. that was really funny because as you said that, on my screen, the map kind of did like a rewind. Anyway, it was like the dragons went forwards, then backwards, then forwards again. Yeah, as the wagons pass, nobody really seems to be paying you guys much attention. There's so much traffic. The dragons in the air are kind of what taking most of the people on the ground's attention, and there's no one stopping you from just jumping on one of the wagons as they pass, but no one's really saying yes you can either. I'd like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Maybe someone could go ask if we could jump on. I probably shouldn't. I've got a tendency to stick my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not very talkative, charismatic either.
Okay, guys, I know whose turn it is. It's leave it to me. I got.
All right, Bobby.
So I'm just gonna wave down as best as I can someone in a carriage.
All right. As you do that, everyone roll me perception. As you're doing that. And Bobby, you roll me performance.
17 for Wick.
22 for Rinia.
Nice.
10 perception, 22 performance.
Nice. So
Got a 14 perception.
What was your perception, Bobby? Sorry.
10.
10. Okay, so Bobby, you don't notice. You're just too concentrating on what's going to happen next. But the rest of you pick it up one at a time. First was Rinia. In the puddles on the floor, you see a face appear in one of them and kind of look up at you and wink.
Mm.
And
Does it look like my reflection?
it does not, no. It looks almost like a... In fact, I can show you. Let me... It looks a bit like this.
Ooh.
Oh. Damn.
And in that process, you suddenly hear a kind of voice echo in your mind. Let us see if you are reflections worth keeping. And then the echo of Baylor's words in your mind said that you should meet with a contact on your way. You think that this is perhaps that contact.
Hmm.
In that process, you suddenly see Bobby waving down this carriage, and time seems to slow. There is a moment when the raindrops in front of you almost stop, and in that process, you hear her say once more, and all of you, the sounds mute except for her voice, and it says, "I am within. I am without. If you can find me, then you may walk as us." And in that process, time seems to reverse. There is a very odd shift in reality, and the dragons in the sky seem to be made of this mirrored substance. The carriages are insubstantial, ethereal creatures, and yourselves seem to be made of these kind of crystalline creatures, like almost like your plasmoid form, but as if it was ice, perhaps. A strange kind of mirrored version of yourselves. And as you look down, you see that your true selves are kind of stuck to the bottom of your feet, and you can see them in full below you, as if they're your reflection.
Hmm.
When you say
Can
our true
I-
selves, you mean our like plasmoid true selves?
Correct.
Okay.
Can I kind of reach out and try to touch my shadow plasmoid, see if I can if it's tangible or if it's just sort of like a reflection?
It's like when you touch it, you're touching the mirror.
Hmm.
So sorry, can we see the other contact?
The other was, yeah, you can still see her. She's kind of in some of the reflective surfaces. There is no obvious substantial form that you can see of her yet.
Okay. I'd like to sort of look around and kind of see what I can intuit from just observing the surroundings.
Cool.
Basically think about it and kind of try and figure out where we are and why it's changed like this.
The moment you think it, you hear a response back. And she says, well, and as you hear her voice, you see her stand before you as a kind of swirling mass of water that seems to take form before you. And she says, this is a test. Race me to the center of the city.
Got a little feet though.
Little legs.
You must achieve 3 things. The first is you must use in the first checkpoint when we get to the gates, you must imitate a guard or use your powers of changing your appearance or throwing your voice or such like to gain entrance into the city. The second checkpoint, you must mimic a civilian, a priest, a guard. And then the last, you must meet me at the checkpoint of intent, where we will set the seed down together. We are in the mirrorverse of my creation. This is a test run to see if you have the mustard to actually get through and a little bit of training to use your abilities. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Go.
Sure.
Cool. So,
Okay.
I'm going to explain this quickly. It's a bit like a chase scene. So it's going to be a athletics or acrobatics check of your choice to kind of dash. Okay, and if you are successful, you'll be rolling a d12. If you are not successful, you won't be rolling anything. And then we'll be get that to see who arrives at the checkpoint first, you or her, and that's how we'll roll it from there. So everybody.
Sorry, I was just going to say, we're all each doing this, or are we like nominating one of us to do each step?
It's kind of like it could do it either way actually. Nominating it for each step is quite good. I was thinking everybody, but let's do nominating each step. So there's three steps.
I'm pretty good at athletics, so I could do the first step.
Yeah, you take the first one.
Okay, sounds good.
So the first one will be there's the athletics check to run, then there's the checkpoint check, then there's the athletics check to run, then there's the next checkpoint check, and then see what I mean. So in total there's 6 checks. Yeah.
Cool. I'll
I
take
think
the
I can
athletics checks. I can carry somebody with me as well.
Cool. I can do the first one. I have what was it? Thaumaturgy and stuff, so I can kind of like thrill my voice and kind of mimic
awesome.
and stuff like that with that first checkpoint.
Nice. Who wants to do the second one, where you mimic a civilian or a priest to blend into a crowd?
Yeah, I think I can do that. I've got a mimic voice type thing, so I can try that.
Nice.
Okay. And then the last one will be essentially a creative solution to defeat your kind of trainer. So
Maybe we do that as a group.
yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Tag in right at the end. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's have the first athletics check.
That is a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm afraid so that's a 16 on the dice. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure we are. So plus 4. That's a 20. So
Oh.
you do, she gets there first, and you see her sweet talk and shift all at the same time. Her watery form. She doesn't even seem. She seems to whisper, and one of the guards seems to turn around, and you see her slip under the door without any effort, just turning into a puddle. As you guys arrive, we now need the first check. So, how are you gonna distract the guards then, Wick?
Yeah, so I'm gonna create a little harmless tremor, just sort of over to kind of the right, maybe down an alleyway, to kind of make this noise to kind of distract the guards. So hopefully they'll run over and check that out.
Cool. What noise do you make?
Just sort of kind of this breaking and kind of this screaming kind of noise. It's sort of like help, help.
Okay, cool. As you do that, suddenly 3 dragons launched from the parapets at the top wall over towards the thing. You guys, they seem distracted. You guys can make your move if you so wish.
Sweet. I guess we'll sneak through the gate. We'll go through the gate.
Cool. The gate doesn't open, so you're going to go into your puddle forms, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puddle through.
And then I
Great.
underneath the gate.
Perfect. Now, next up, another athletics check.
Okay. Do better.
You've got
I
this.
should try doing
hell
that.
yeah.
Also got good athletic. Oh, you got it. Cool.
Yeah. I've got a 24 this time.
Yeah, I
Good.
got a
Excellent.
1. So, yeah. You see that she kind of she stays as a puddle and kind of just doesn't appear to be around. She is distracted by something. And in that process, you then see that you are within the streets of this huge draconic city. There are thousands and thousands of residents. Majority are draconic in origin, so kobolds, dragonborn, half-dragons, dragons, and other amalgamations in between. Some drakes, some other smaller werven, and there are some even, you reckon, probably ancient dragons, clearly in human form. The reason you know that they're still draconic is that there are many other dragons in reverence listening to these people, these humanoids speak, which is a rare occurrence. And these seem to be perhaps the priests that your trainer was talking about. There is moments where you're looking across the crowd, looking into the residents' faces. How do you guys go about taking another person's form?
Yeah, I think I'll try to make myself kind of look like a dragonborn priest. Just to kind of try to blend in with the surroundings a little bit.
Cool. You see
Oh, is Bobby going to do this one?
Yes, I
Or
think
is this
Bobby.
a different thing?
This
Yeah,
is
I was going to do a priest anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll shape into a priest.
cool.
Bobby, before you go, I'll kind of pat you on the back and say you got this and cast guidance on you.
I mean,
Thank you.
technically, you all have to take a form in this,
Yeah.
so it's not just one of you changing your appearance, but it's Bobby that's going to be rolling for it. So,
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Since I'm so petite, I'm gonna be a little dragonborn child
Yeah.
and just hold on to someone's hand.
Yeah, I'll hold your hand.
cool.
Come on, my child.
I will. I'll be a monk. I'll disguise myself as a dragonborn monk in
Nice.
some kind of gooey robes, saffron robes.
Cool. So, Bobby, I'd like you to roll me a roll me performance.
8 plus 8, so 16.
You've got a D4 you can add to that
And
too.
yeah, with my guidance
Oh,
that I remember
definitely.
I have. I'll give that to you next time.
Is that a plus 2 with the D4?
I rolled with advantage and I got 6.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Good one, Bobby.
So, you guys managed to progress through the city, shifting your form and moving with ease, listening to the crowds and kind of working out where you need to go. You don't see anyone around you as you enter into the temple district, and you see there are 12 buildings clustered together with one central spire which seems to be dedicated to Tiamat and Bahamut. There is a large kind of statue is one word for it, I suppose, but it's more like a building itself. Like, it is just a life-size version of Tiamat and Bahamut stood next to each other.
Oh, wow.
And it seems to dominate and your presence, and all of the heads seem to stare down at you as you walk through this space. How would you guys react in such a space, and how would you find the Undercroft, the necropolis that lays beneath this temple district?
I think, since my amulet's now kind of been embedded in my chest of the dolphin, I'll kind of touch it and do a little bit of a prayer to my god, the Sarcellus, and then I'll kind of say, guide me, and I'll kind of try to take around this like holy place and try to feel if I can feel any where like maybe the center of like the holiness is. Find this undercroft.
I think Thudrick is going to take out a little warm notebook from his gooey body, just kind of slurps out. He's going to open it up and he's going to sort of spend 10 minutes or so kind of searching around, taking notes on what he sees, and he's going to try and kind of use his detective skills to kind of intuit based on his surroundings where he might think it would be.
Cool.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any tourism brochures, perhaps, that have a better quality map than the one I've been provided?
Currently, you're still in the Mirrorverse. You don't really see any shops.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I thought we'd popped out.
That's all right.
Are there any other dragons? Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
Are there any? So, are we the only people in the Mirrorverse, or are there other Dragonborns and people in here too?
There are other images that seem to be flying through the sky, and other kind of people that you've been imitating. But once you've got past that stage, they're now back to their kind of like reflective selves made of mirror.
Gotcha.
It's like they don't seem to notice that you're there, and yet you can still see some sort of form of theirs.
Understood. Thank you.
I mean, everyone roll me either perception or investigation.
I got nat 20 with a +6, so 26.
Oh, nice.
Wicked.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Perception.
23 for Bobby.
18
Nice.
for me.
So, all of you pick up bits and pieces, but it is definitely Rinia that picks up the vital information. There are whispers of reverberations of kind of delayed echoes that move through the buildings, and you kind of pick up on these voices. At first you think it's just nonsense, noise, and you hear the fact that they are speaking of a nexus, a power source of magical ley lines that fuel the planet with draconic magic, and that is exactly what you're looking for. And you hear of a set of secret tunnels that are placed below the market and another below the temple.
Okay, great.
You don't hear which temple. There are multiple around you. So you think that the most obvious that would lead to the Undercroft would be this one to the markets.
Yeah, definitely. And can we see where the markets are? Like from where we are, or to find them too?
It's at this point you suddenly hear, "You were water. Now you are ice. You may cut if the moment is right."
Oh.
Each of you have a mark upon you now. Next to any symbology that you had upon your person, you now have an eye that has teeth upon you.
Cool.
And it is it's not particularly. It's like a mark of achievement within the new society that you are formed with. And it's at that point you suddenly find yourselves bamped back to the streets.
Cool.
The dragons still piling above you, the people rattling in carriages, still seemingly unaware of what's happened, and you had tripped off into a different kind of space and time, and you see your mentor smile down upon you and turn into a puddle, kind of shifting into the cobblestones. And as the caravan approaches, you see bits of her stick to the wheels as she just slides away.
Can I? Because this is like the third challenge. You got to beat her to the temple, right?
Well, you think that due to you beating her to the temple, that's why you've got this badge, and you think that at some point it can come in handy.
Nice.
Okay, great.
It's almost like none of that happened, and you're now back where
Yeah.
you were.
Right.
So we
Can
still
I
need
use? Sorry, may I use my insight to sort of figure out see if I can kind of glean anything else from this mark on us?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Roll me insight or religion.
Okay. Oh yeah, nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
That's going to be 26.
Alrighty. Cool. And which did you roll? Insight or religion?
I rolled insight.
Okay, great. You are pretty sure that this is, like how you get scout badges for doing things well?
Yes.
This is like your first badge that you've earned from the cult that you are in. It's coming clearer now that you've seen others come in with various badges and some with the same symbol on. It seems to be that you are now got your first hunger apprentice badge.
Cute.
Nice.
Oh.
As you get closer, you see the gates of King Stunmar. There are a large, kind of imposing force. Now, this is just the map to show you the front doors and the statues in front. You see the dragons lined up on the top rails, and a young black dragon seems to fly down to come to meet you. And as he kind of flies down, he lands, turning into a more humanoid form about your size, and this is what you see.
He's so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Real cute.
Can we bring him with us?
He goes,
I am Nabiscus. What brings you to our great city, Kinstumar?
Okay. I speak Draconic, and I'm also, dragons are my favorite enemy, so I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them. So I feel like maybe I'll just kind of try this on since I already speak his language.
Great, yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna walk up to him in my child form. I was still a child. And I'm gonna be and I'm gonna say, I got lost outside. I need to get back in to find my parents. Please help me. They're at the markets.
He looks okay. That's hilarious. Okay, so roll me persuasion or deception. With advantage because of your feet.
Okay, that was thank you for the advantage. 16.
Okay, cool. Let me see. All right. He looks down at you, looks up to the others, and goes, open the gates. And you hear a and this is when we go to
Told him like we're just walking her home. We're trying we found her. We're trying to take her home.
We're just he's
Daddy at the market.
as you guys move forwards, you notice that there's not just the 5 dragons that you first thought, but there's also a gold to your left and a silver to your right. You then go through the gates and into the itself, and there are hundreds of red dragonborn soldiers marching around this, and a ancient blue perched on a tower right at the top of this incredibly huge watchtower, or wizard's tower almost. You notice that the black kind of swoops down and starts kind of guiding you through the city almost. He's just kind of showing you the direction to head into the city proper, as it were. You can see that there are plenty of buildings in the skyline behind the first kind of structures that you've entered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you direct us which way to get to the markets from here?
Why, yes, of course. And kind of flies over and into the base of this huge structure, which seems to be like a kind of indoor market. And as you enter, you do see that there is a fire blazing at the center. There are various dragons flying or moving around, and quite an active, exciting kind of vibe that is kind of happening.
Shall we have a little explore?
Yeah, can I start just kind of looking around, seeing if I can see anything that would lead to like an underground like tunnel or something like that?
Yeah, cool. Again, roll me investigation or perception, guys.
Yeah.
Can I take my time with that? Because if I do, I can use an item to give me advantage.
Of course. I mean, you've
Cool.
got hours to spend if you need to, but
I
minutes.
only need
easy.
10.
Bobby got
cool.
19 investigation.
Well, hell yeah.
Nice.
I got a 23 perception.
Nice. I only got a 17.
Nice.
16.
All right. Well, both Thudrick, you're the first one to pick up on it. The rest of you also do, but there is no obvious stairwell or strange hole in the ground or anything like that, but all of you are drawn to the fire pit in the center. It is a raised dais in the center, and there are steps leading up to it, and there's engravings in Draconic around the outside, and there are quite obvious placings. You see that most of the tents are all facing that inner sanctum, as it were, the eternal flame. Now, this city is actually in Draconic. Keen Stunmar is City of the Eternal Flame. So perhaps this is a key point, a key focal point, but it's probably more than that. All of you are drawn to it. All of you have this kind of niggling feeling. It has more meaning than just a campfire.
Brynja, can you can speak? Can you also read Draconic? Could you read these symbols?
Oh, I imagine I probably could. Yeah. May I try to read them?
Of course. It is a
I
list.
also speak Sylvan or other languages if it's not Draconic.
Okay, it's definitely Draconic.
Right.
There is a list of 5 names. There is Thazris, Nitharan, Voldros, Evorin, and Sorry, there's 4 names, not 5. I'm an idiot. There's 4 names.
Yes. Mithrin.
Excellent. Okay, cool.
And there is also the way that it's written, you would know that all of them are draconic names. They are names of dragons, and the way that it starts is generally a kind of symbolic indication of what kind of dragon they are. You would know that Thasris, because of your study of the language, you know that Thasris is a red, Nithran is a white, Voldros is you're not sure. It's a bit more ambiguous, and the same with the 4th, Aesvorin, but that is generally means that they would be metallic of some kind.
Cool.
So it seems to be 2 chromatic, 2 metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any statues around of dragons in similar colors?
No, but there are 4 magical flames scattered around the campment. 2 blue, 2 red.
Hmm.
What is it we're looking for again?
Oh, there's one there. 2 blue, 2 red. Oh, I bet you the metallic potentially could be a gold and silver. So maybe we're needing to make an offering or something to the. If I look at the flames, is there any markings like on the flames themselves, like any names or anything to indicate what they are?
Not particularly. It's more the way that they are burning. Like there is a controlled power between the blue flame and more of a wild, ravaged kind of raw essence to the orange-red flame.
Can we go and sort of just take a closer look at each of them and see if there's anything else we can kind of see?
Yeah, I mean, you can all roll Arcana.
Okay.
Ooh, nothing. 2. I'm not finding anything.
I got a 17.
All right. Cool. Probably got 13. All right. So, with you've been hanging about with Vela, and you've heard her talking about some stuff, and something kind of clicks back as you've been cleaning up the pods. Some of the experiments have gone wrong, and you think that there'll be some sort of divine or arcane way of quelling the flames. So you think either dispelling or putting out the magical flames will have some sort of effect on what happens in the center.
Let's see.
So I relay that to the others.
Yeah.
And then I say, but I have a feeling that messing with these flames might be a bit dangerous in the current circumstances. So we probably want to just be a bit careful of rushing into that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a stupid thing.
Excellent.
What's your plan before you do it?
I kind of want to like reach out and touch one of the flames, just to see if it's like a magical flame or
If you get burnt?
If I get burnt, because there's like the real fire in the middle, but then there's like these kind of magical fires. And I'm like, wonder if like.
So which one do you put your hand in?
I'll put my hand in one of the. I would like to put my hand in. Actually, I'm right next to one. I'm gonna just like hover my hand over it, close so that if I can feel any heat.
Cool. What was your alignment?
My alignment.
Yeah.
I think I'm good, neutral, good.
That would be your original. Would you still say that you were neutral good? Would you say you're just more neutral now? It could be either.
I feel like she's hesitant, so I think I'm still want to be neutral good. She's not
Cool.
fully on board with this plan.
Then, in that case, as you run your hands through the red flame, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you see your hand kind of flame and bubble, but there is a point where you feel that it's repelling you, not because of you're made of flesh. There is you were onto something, but it's this flame that didn't like you.
Oh.
Maybe we have a flame each.
Just trying to think what my alignment would be.
Yeah, I mean, I was originally lawful neutral.
Then you probably still are.
Yeah, which I assume I would still be. Yeah, I'm next to that same flame as well. After seeing her being like, ow, ow, it's really hot, I'm gonna just stick my hand into it too.
Cool. As you put your hand out, I need you to. Sorry. Yes, so you are neutral. Therefore, you need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, or you can just choose to fail.
Oh. I'm gonna roll.
Cool.
So that's 25.
All right. Okay, so you feel this connection, and you see 5 heads of chromatic dragons appear before you, and in that moment you're like, nope, and you take 2 points of damage and back to the scene. It seemed like you had a divine moment where you believe you saw Tiamat for a split second, and the flame goes out.
Oh.
Is there any reaction to that from the from any
Market
of the
patrons.
market patrons? Yeah.
Nobody seems to particularly have noticed. As you're looking around, there's not many others that seem to notice the flames that you are walking towards.
Oh, okay.
They only need to notice the ones that are in the center.
Okay. I'm next to another thing here. What is this thing?
That is a camel.
That's a camel. Okay. It's glowing for a different reason. All right. I might try this blue flame that I'm standing next to, which is...
Great.
I don't know if that is pink. Is it pink?
Yeah, so
That's the target. Okay. Yeah, cool. And so I will... But before I do anything, I'll just turn to Wick and say, do you think this is a good idea? Should we all do this?
Well, it worked for me. I depends on, I think, what flame someone touches, but as long as we all try, I think we'll be able to get all of the flames off.
Okay. I'll have a go on this blue one then. In that case, I'll stick my hand into it.
what is your alignment?
He's chaotic neutral.
Okay, cool. All right. Roll me a wisdom save. No, sorry, that's for the red ones. Charisma saving throw.
Oh no! That's my dump stat. Oh, I didn't do too bad. I got a 14.
All right, that's one less than what you needed. Okay, so that's quite a lot. You take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant. And in that process, you suddenly see this gargantuan silver dragon before you. Everything else seems to fade away. Just you and the dragon. It's like the camel became a dragon. And it's just swallowed up the entire space around you. And as you stare up at the camel dragon, the dragon, you see it kind of look down at you inquisitively and just say, "Do you know what you're doing?"
Not really, but that's never stopped me in the past. I wink at it.
It goes, Well, you will be destroying draconic culture as we know it.
Would you care to elaborate?
He shows you a scene of what appears to be young dragons being born, and then you suddenly feel this overwhelming sadness as dragons start falling from the sky. Magic seems to vanish from the face of the earth. There is small pockets of magicians that can still do parlor tricks, yet true wizardry has been basically purged off the earth due to dragons failing and flailing. A sickness seems to spread across the land. A army of tentacled beings invading through big pockets that are torn through the sky. These strange floating cities that seem to have lives of their own, just moving through the astral sea in waves. Thousands and thousands of these cities of beings that boggle the mind. And dragons, no longer a force to be reckoned with, cannot help defend the planet against such an attack.
And so are you saying that we will cause this? Well, how so?
You. And he points to you with his big claw, and in that moment you see the whole world kind of melt around you, and it turned back into the camel, and the camel is kind of like nudging your hand as you're kind of pointing towards what was the dragon is now a camel, and your friends around you. And
I pet the camel.
And the light goes out.
So guys, I'm thinking this is a really bad idea. I think we might be contributing to maybe the end of the world, and I'm having second thoughts. I'm not going to lie.
The inner child of Bobby kind of is excited and wants to touch flame, so he runs off and going, "Oh, I want to go! I want to go!"
Touch the one in the middle. Touch the one in the middle.
Friends, I'm starting to wonder whether maybe we should be destroying this artifact rather than empowering it.
I'll kind of share as well. In the very beginning, when we were leaving, it seemed like we weren't necessarily meant to survive this mission. I think we were kind of created to die. I agree. I'm feeling a little bit of second thoughts about it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna share that I got the hit that, our real bodies, if they're anywhere, are somewhere kind of kidnapped or tucked away. And I don't think, from the start I've kind of had, concerns about this mission. And I don't like it. I feel like we should destroy the heart rather than putting it where she's asked. Because really, what do we owe this person?
Yeah, she was quite nice to me, but But
for like 10 minutes. Come on.
but yeah, I take your point. Is there? I wonder if we could get some advice about how to destroy it. I'm wondering if we actually just throw this thing into the fire.
I'm just wondering that too. Throw it either into the center fire or one of the other ones. But I feel like
I think the center fire is non-magical.
Is it not? Is it normal fire?
I think the center one's just normal fire.
No,
but I'm not sure.
The one in the center, you would know it is kind of what the city is named after. It is a kind of a large kind of. Now it is a scale that just seems to be smouldering. There is complete darkness apart from this kind of black flame. You guys can still see due to the fact that your vision is equally as good in the dark. Yet there is panic around you from some of the store holders that do not understand why the light has suddenly gone out. There is a few cry of dragons from up above that you hear them kind of calling to others, or almost setting off some sort of an alarm. And in the center, Bobby, please roll me a investigation or perception.
Step away from the fire a little bit.
A 10.
10.
Yeah.
All right. As you are running your hands over the space, you kind of see this kind of huge scale just burning in the center, and it's then when you have a kind of panicked moment when you see the reflection, not just in front of you, but in all of the puddles, in all of the mirrors, there is that face. It seems like you're being watched. And this time, it's not Nareen, your tutor from before, the kind of friendlier face. It's this strange, fractured creature. Predatory in the way that it's built and staring at you. There is a severe kind of chill that runs through you. This is what you see.
Ooh.
Ooh. That doesn't look good.
No.
Okay.
I'm
okay,
getting the
guys, I'm not gonna-
heebie-jeebies, guys.
I'm not gonna put my hand in the fire this time.
As you put your hand in the fire, this grinding noise starts, and it starts to lower into a kind of spiraling staircase down. You see the flames kind of igniting every step as the scale splits into smaller fractions, leading you into the depths of the undercrypt.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oops.
I kind of want to run away, guys.
Should I run away?
I kind of want to run away. I don't think this is a good move.
I'm keen to run away.
I don't know. I mean, do we need to stop this? I feel like we have this heart. I feel like we kind of are needing to stop this thing / this heart.
Yes.
But I don't know if going deeper down is the right move or not.
I think we might be a bit out of our depth, guys. Maybe we need a bit of help.
But
I'm gonna,
maybe
what's
our
the
change
camel
of
again?
heart. There you go.
Oh, no. What were you saying, Bobby?
I was gonna say, just maybe our change of heart, no pun intended, obviously, is the reason for the downfall. Maybe we need to follow through.
That's very philosophical of you, my friend.
Yeah.
I say, I'm only like 18, but I have the brain of a 18-year-old.
Can I talk to the camel?
Yeah. The camel's still there chewing.
Cool. I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry, we didn't mean do this. How can we stop this from happening? Help me, Great Camel.
It spits on the floor.
It gurgles like a stomach with extreme intestinal distress.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. If I get out one of my torches and light it and put it where the previous flame was, and like drop it there, would that reignite anything?
That is a good idea. Yeah, can we try and reignite those flames that we accidentally put out? Accidentally on purpose.
You ignite torches and you light up the space around you with a torch, but as you drop it, it's just a torch on the ground.
Hmm.
I wonder if maybe a magical flame might do it. Does anyone have one of those?
Well, I've got like sacred flame. It's like a radiant flame that does damage, but maybe I'll try to go over to this fire that I put out, and I'll try to cast my sacred flame and try to ignite it again with my sacred flame.
Okay. As you channel the divine power within you, thinking of the elven god of the sea, how does your divine flame look?
I think as I kind of summon it in my hands, it's blue and kind of casts that when light reflects on water, and it kind of that light dances around the room, and it sort of looks like a flowing of the ocean as I cast it and towards the flame used to be.
As you ignite your own spark of divinity,
Hell yeah.
Tiamat gives you some divine favor back. And you see the stairs that appeared before you with the scale splitting into hot stepped flames retract and become a flame in the center once more.
Nice. I'll kind of say, I'm sorry, Tiamat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. Don't come and get me.
We were sort of duped a little bit, and we want to do well, guys. So, yeah. Do you think maybe we need to destroy this thing?
Let's throw it in. Let's throw it in the fire.
Should we torch this thing?
Yeah. Can I? I wonder if I can use my same sacred flame now, and I'll kind of reach out to my sea god and Tiamat and try to imbue extra power. Maybe I wonder if I can destroy it with this flame.
As you are thinking about that, you still realize that it is within your friend Thudrick currently.
Oh, yes. Hey, Frederick.
Huh? Oh, what? What is
Would
it?
you mind pulling it out of your chest there, buddy?
He squirms around a bit and
I need
pops.
you to roll me a strength check.
Oh,
Oh god, don't get constipated.
I'll kind of touch you and I'll cast guidance.
okay. Well, I'll use it. It's worth doing. So that is going to be a 21.
Okay. As you go to pull it out, you feel like you are pulling a piece of yourself out. There is a section when you pull it about 2 foot out of your body, and you take 24 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Do you continue?
yes.
Okay.
I'll as you kind of pulling it out, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
That's another 18 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm
That's
getting quite hurt here, guys.
7. Okay, I've healed you for 7 with my Cure Wounds.
Okay, that's a bit better.
You pull it almost completely out of your chest. It is now, you pull like the threads that were connected to the bottom of the heart are now snapped, and you see it's kind of like dangling almost like a necklace from a kind of place in your chest just below your neck.
Is it disconnected, or do I need to pull it one more time?
It's not completely disconnected, no.
All right, 1 sec. I'll cast. I'm gonna do level 2 Cure Wounds on you. 4, 8, 4, 8, 12. That's 12.
And I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on you to try and help neutralize the effects
Amazing,
of it.
thank you.
So that's yours now. Bing!
Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to pull the last little thread out.
Okay. Run one more strength check.
Okay. That is going to be another 19 this time.
Yeah, this time is much easier. Like, even though you don't feel like you put in as much effort into it as you did the previous one, it's like whatever the spell had done, that you suddenly feel the connection is less controlling. It's not as difficult to pull through, and you yank it out, taking 6 points of damage.
Oh, phew. Thanks very much for the healing work, and thanks for the protection, Linnea.
What are you at now?
You need another boost.
I'm probably okay for the moment. I'm
Okay.
a little over half.
Rest. You can take a little rest shortly if you would like.
That might be good.
I'll give you a snack from one of the stalls.
I'm
Flying.
very, very hurt.
Flying down from the rafters, from the higher levels of either the market or whatever is above it, you see several half dragons and a copper dragon fly down. And as you do so, you hear one of them start speaking in Draconic. Is it just Rinia that speaks Draconic, or do the others too?
I don't.
Good
I don't.
question.
I
don't
did,
think I
but then removed it last minute like an idiot.
Cool, cool.
I don't think I do.
Okay, cool. So Rinia, you pick up. You guys have been summoned to the temple, and you know that it's to do with almost extinguishing the eternal flame.
Yeah.
Fair.
There is an element of urgency, and you're not under arrest. They are not brandishing weapons, but they are menacing. They are not messing around. They're like, come with us now.
So
I'm
the
gonna
copper
ask-
dragon is copper in color, not as in he is a copper.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
A bit of both. A bit of both. I like how you picked up
I'm
on
All right, all right.
That's a really good pun, Ben. I love it.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna ask them if they want us to bring the heart with us, or if we can destroy it first.
I speak Draconic as well. I've just seen, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think we'll just quickly explain. I'm so sorry, we got turned into blobs, I think, and it's all been a bit messed up, and we're trying to get rid of this heart, and then in doing so, we kind of freaked everything out. Should we bring it with us, perhaps? Or do you want to, like, blow on it with some flames? That'd be really good.
You talk
Or
way
maybe
too much. Please come with
Or
us.
maybe the eternal flame might take care of it.
Do not mess with the eternal flame any further, if you mind.
Okay.
Like you have almost. You have caused quite the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have my arms raised up, and I'm just kind of like, take us where we need to go, friend. This heart is yours to do with what you will. We're terribly sorry. I'm speaking in common since I don't know Draconic, but you guys can translate for me if you have to. But I'm just kind of like, take it.
Yeah,
It's yours
Fudrick
now.
does
It's yours.
exactly the same thing. Hands straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we think this thing is real bad and needs to be destroyed.
You see them look down at you. The copper looks down, kind of nods its head, and says, "Bring it with us. I believe our leader has the most capable of destroying such things."
Okay. I might ask Wick to help me carry it so it doesn't touch.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any? Can I? I'll just say from them. Can I borrow some cloth or something from a stall and I'll kind of take out. I might have my bedroll or something, but I'll try to wrap up the heart so it doesn't touch our skin.
Yeah.
And make. And then me and Rinia can carry the heart, but without drag it behind us so we're not making contact with it.
Yeah, good idea.
Great. Perfect. You are now being taken to the temple to meet with the leader of the city. There is a palpable tension as you are being escorted through the streets, people turning their heads, dragons looking down towards you, some of the soldiers that you pass on the way in kind of keeping an eye on you as you go through, but most just kind of ignoring. This is city life, although word has spread pretty quickly that someone has been messing with the eternal flame. I would like all of you to roll me perception checks, please, as we roll through the streets.
Oh no, not one.
No.
Epic.
16.
Okay.
That's my number today.
18 probably.
I got
I don't know
an
if it
8.
makes a difference. 8, but it wasn't at 1, so.
Okay. So, Bobby, you notice that there are many there's a lot of ancient dragons that live in this city, as well as many adults, and it's just overwhelming, the sheer power of this place. And the thoughts, the words of Thudrick running through your mind about seeing this civilization fall, it's very difficult to imagine. And the rest of you kind of pick up on this, but it's obviously it's not as quickly, and you are more concerned about your own smaller situation than the larger at play that seems to be staring down upon you. And this is when you enter into the temple proper. The copper dragon moving forward says to you,
Make sure you speak with proper respect.
Kind of look at Rin and I kind of be like, maybe you should talk to, since you can know Draconic.
But Thudrus is
Oh yeah, Cedric also knows
Thudrus
it.
also knows.
But yeah, I'll kind of let you guys take the leads, I think.
I think I should probably keep my mouth shut. I'm notoriously good at saying the wrong thing, but I will listen and relay information for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll take the lead. I'm not very personable, but that's okay. I think. Yeah, that's all right. I speak the language, and that's all that matters. I'm also happy to act as translator. If anyone's got things that they think would be good to say.
But yeah, I think we'll walk in kind of up in behind and kind of bow my head and try to be showing a bit of respect, you know, not trying to do anything too sudden. And
I think I'll also dismiss my
A vast chamber opens up before you. Clearly not all purely dragon made. There are elements to this that seem to almost be natural crystal.
Could I cast that maybe on Bobby?
Oh, sorry.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he's our charisma guy.
maybe let them know, the dragons know what you're doing, so they don't think we're making an attack.
I say in Draconic, one of our party is better at articulating himself than I am, so I just would like to cast a spell so he can understand and communicate with you, if that's okay, please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The copper turns to you and goes, okay. No problem.
Cool. So I do that. I cast comprehend languages on Bobby, which gives him 1 hour of being able to understand any spoken language.
Wicked. Yeah. As you all enter into the vast chamber that opens before you, the walls seem to swirl in a fusion of carved draconic sigils and natural crystal growths that seem to illuminate the space. There are beautiful, huge carvings as you hear lots of dragons screeching in the rafters, flying around, and it's then you see the head and shoulders and wings of an ancient that seems to be standing in the most northern section of the temple itself. There is a heat in here. It's a sense of pure raw power and a sign of the devotion to the leader of the city. There is an interesting kind of aroma, almost like volcanic ash has been strewn across the whole place. It's almost like an offering to the dragon before you. There is a moment of utter awe, fear that washes over you at the sight of such a creature. The copper moves to one side and says, Lord Verisanth, the outsiders that tried to put out the flames.
Just to be clear, we definitely did do that, but we also reignited them. I'd just really like to point that out. I think it's really important.
And it was like 90% accidental.
It turns its heads to you, so its left eye is just staring at you all directly. It's there that you see under the left eye, there is a scale missing. And it goes, my
divine light will never be extinguished by the likes of you.
And you
Yes, that is
So true.
our preference too, for sure.
We would never even want to try and cross you, sir.
although we already did.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, anyway.
Or again.
Yeah.
I
We
sense,
were, No, please, sir, continue.
I sense a great power among you.
And then he looks over towards Bobby.
Yes.
You see him looking towards you with his eye, and then moving to the other side, like turning his head to get a better look. He goes,
Each of you has corrupted artifacts, but you, that mask you wear, I have sensed something of its sort before.
What have you sensed?
The artifacts that each of you bear are corrupted, yet very powerful.
Where have you seen them before?
On friends of the city.
What?
Do you know what corrupts them?
Those that created you. From the space beyond our realm.
Do not
And-
like that.
What is this thing you drag behind you?
Oh, that'd be me. Sorry. I'm not. I'm. Frederick. Hi.
No, I mean, in
He
the,
means the heart, guys.
Oh, right. Yeah. Of course. Yes. Sorry. We were. The person who created us gave us this and tasked us with bringing it to the city and doing something with it. We weren't really quite sure we understood what, but it became really clear that it was going to be really bad, and so we thought that it might be better if perhaps we brought it to you and you could help us destroy it.
as you open the rag that you drag to bring it out, you notice that it isn't a heart. It's an egg.
Oh.
Oh,
And when you say destroy it and open it up and you see a dragon egg before you, there is a gasp from all of the dragons around you.
Whoa.
wait, it's
Whoa,
It
wasn't an egg before. It was a heart.
that?
I'm so lost.
As you guys were looking around the city, you were dragging it behind you. You have met a very powerful shapeshifter that can turn into puddles, and believe that you have been duped by your former colleagues.
Oh no.
I'm gonna point to the copper dragon and I'm like, he saw it! He knew that it was a heart! Tell them, mister!
Yes, that is true. It was this grotesque slop. It didn't look much like a heart, but it was heart-shaped.
There's a moment where you see Verzanth almost, well, he rears his head back, almost as if to breathe flames across you all. And then, with hearing what the copper dragon said, he just breathes flames through his nostrils, with the green drake kind of freaks out a bit and flies away rather sharpishly. And it takes 2 steps forwards. It goes, "You must be affected by the... What was your plan to come here? To do what? Why were you in the market? Why were you extinguishing the flame?"
We were told to bring this and put it in your underpants. Is that right, guys? Did I remember that right?
Really close subject, so close. In the cemetery in the Undercity is where we were told to put it.
Where the Nexus is.
Mm-hmm. A woman, a hag of some sort called Veda. Veda created us, and she woke us up and then said, "Off you go, take this." And we didn't really have any knowledge other than that.
To bring around the first hunger.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, the first hunger.
All of it seemed to be completely over his head until you said the first hunger. And then there is a twitch of recognition.
We don't know much. We're terribly sorry. It was a big old oopsie. We were told vague details. All we knew was to do this, but we soon realized, the first hunger probably is not a good thing. So if you could enlighten us any more with any information of what's going on, we would appreciate it.
And we would also really like a chance to make good and help undo what we have inadvertently done.
There is an ancient story of when gods walked on the earth alongside a group of giant space nomadic elves known as the Pindarians. They stood alongside dragonkind to fight against the horde of demons, of which one was known as the First Hunger, a being of chaos and corruption, teeth, eyes, and tentacles. That almost, well, if the demons probably still believe, that it is this first hunger that birthed existence by, well, they say that it's his refuse. And you see that it's almost like if a dragon could kind of become friendly at that size, he certainly has. His whole demeanor, voice has changed. He's doing less of the "I am a dragon" and more just having a conversation with you now. And it's almost like he's put his spectacles on and sitting in his sofa. Like it's the whole. You no longer feel that kind of immense pressure that was just being around this thing. It's less intense and much more. How can we? Like, it's just trying to figure out how all this falls into place. He then says, "Then, please, you must head down to the Nexus and stop your former colleagues. I must bring my forces together." And he pushes a stone and you can see him scrape his claws in a particular sigil, and in doing so, the stone in his place moves to one side, and a set of stairs that leads down under that central dais, circular dais that he's standing upon, reveals itself, and goes, "If you want redemption, this is your time. We will follow, but I wish you the best."
Okay, Blob Squad, I think it's our time to make things right. Once again, terribly sorry.
Thank you again, Great One. We appreciate your mercy.
Frederick snaps off a blobby, slimy, gloopy salute.
Before we go, can I just ask one more question? I'm just gonna ask. Sorry. You mentioned that you noticed our special items. Could you tell us the people that you know to have had these, perhaps before us?
They were not like this. They were not unholy like you now are adorned with. Less powerful, perhaps. But you ask for the people. They are friends of friends. There are a group known as the Founding Five. They started a religious movement for the Cindabella Draconium, a flower that has pyrotechnic properties, oils, and these were priests and followers of this movement.
And do you know, have they been missing perhaps, or are they still around?
No, they were on a mission to do some recon about a cultist group that was causing some trouble. Never returned.
Oh dear.
I have a theory.
I'd like to ask the dragon something quickly.
Of course.
Oh, great and wise dragon, I must say you have a very beautiful eye. Thank you for your mercy, and we are so grateful to have a second chance. Would you be so kind and so gracious to have your copper dragon friend here escort us on our journey?
I roll me persuasion with disadvantage because of he's a big dragon and is kind of a bit dubious.
The first one is 16, second one's 14, plus, what is it, persuasion?
Yes.
11, so 25.
Alright. Alright. Let's do some ancient dragon shit, let's see. Alright. That is plus... okay, let's start. Woohoo. He looks down at you and says, I can see your true forms. Can you not morph into such things yourselves?
I think, considering we are new to this land, it'd be handy to have a well-familiar and strong guide to support us in our journey, especially to help your own people.
Like I said, I will be there myself. I would not like to put one of my residents at risk, but I will come.
Okay, good.
You will lead.
Thank you.
I will come after. I must put things in place for my successor, if necessary.
I mean, I can be a success if you want me to stay behind.
You are not a dragon.
Well, you just said I can morph into one.
Show me.
Okay, can I morph into a dragon?
You can basically morph into what seems... It's basically like a baby dragon. You're like the
I'll
size.
morph into a baby dragon then.
You morph into a baby dragon. You try and flap your wings, and you kind of glide a bit and flap to the floor. I mean, it's like you're kind of like jelly-legged, kind of not particularly useful, but it functions to a degree.
See? What's...
The ancient dragon face palms.
So does Thudrick.
Yeah, I think it's a mutual. Everyone just face palms at once.
Okay, I'll take
so-
it back.
well,
Let's just go.
Before we go, is there anything? I'm quite hurt. Do you think maybe could I trouble you for the use of one of your healers, perhaps?
He looks at you.
Just so that we've got a good chance of.
Could we say that like the trip over here consisted of a short rest, or
I can say the
on our walk through?
the conversation probably is.
Okay. Should we?
Yeah.
Can we do that? That would be
Yeah.
great. I definitely need to heal myself.
That's completely fine. No problem.
Okay. Cool.
Do a little short rest.
There is a moment as you guys are just chilling and making sure that you're prepared for the next part of the journey, and there is this sudden shift in pressure, and you can see the dragon look concerned at you, and it swears in Draconic. Suddenly, from beneath, a blast of energy bursts out as this red light just seeps from the kind of spherical platform at the bottom, and leaking from the space that you guys sort of see the stairs going down towards. A swirling mist of red dust seems to be coming up through the vents of the floors itself, and the ancient dragon seems like you see it trying to flap its wings, its whole body just stretched out and pinned to the floor, and it just goes, "Run, you fools!"
All right,
I'm running.
we're going.
We're
Let's
going.
let's do this. Let's make our wrongs right.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So,
Ooh.
as you approach the Nexus, there are ley lines of pure energy, magical energy, cutting across in multiple directions. You see and feel the palpable pressure of pure ancient magic. As you approach the central chamber, there are two giant sarcophagi either side of you, and you can see two more further along beyond the central glowing dais. It is then that as you get that little bit closer, there is a strange shift in energy, and that strange shifting force seems to shift between green and blue. There are motes of red, yet that is not the most disturbing part. As you look closer, there is something else there. More than just the swirling lights. You can see a pattern forming, an ancient text, perhaps a hieroglyph? No, it's moving too much. What could it be? Apart from just a shitload of tentacles? Eyes?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And mouth. It's really hard to see, but it's definitely there, spinning in the center. A palpable force. The patch to say that you're an acolyte burns. You see the eye with teeth standing before you.
Daddy?
Okay. Do we see anything else? So we see giant sarcophagi. I take it those are like dragon sarcophagi?
That is very true.
Okay.
Is the mirror lady anywhere?
Don't currently see. There's not much giving of a reflection at the minute, but you do notice there is a chanting. A group of cultists seem to be chanting something. The noise of this place, there is a static, a laughing, a singing, yet there is a moment when you feel it, the presence in your mind, before you see it walk behind from behind one of the sarcophagi. A central eye with a strange maw beneath it, with multiple tentacles, pseudopods launching out with what look like bulbous mouths hanging off the end. A true champion of the first hunger steps forth to defend its comrades that are summoning something far, far worse.
All right, I think we're jumping into action here, right? Can I? I'm gonna jump in and just I'm gonna cast Call Lightning, kind of in the sort of the center of the room, trying to like hit the sigil and that person that's kind of stepped forward as that 60-foot radius to basically disrupt this ritual.
Okay. So
and while he's doing that, I'd like to run forward as far as I can.
cool. So what we're going to do is, do you guys know what popcorn initiative is?
No.
Okay,
What
so
is that?
popcorn initiative is somebody starts, then they select who goes next. So it's like team initiative. You guys will normally select you guys to go, and then me. But if you guys, for example, wanted to set up some sort of trap, wanted to see what they did first, you can always elect them to go first. But because we had Wick saying he wanted to go up first, and Wick, you tell me what you want to do, and then you elect who goes next.
Okay. Sweet. So I will do kind of a Call Lightning. Let's see. Target him. Kind of move up over here, and then so that let's see. That is a Dex save of 16.
Okay.
We'll have to make.
Okay. He fails.
Right, so that will be 3d10 lightning damage.
Oh.
Cool.
17 plus 9, 26. So that's 26 damage to him. And that's going to be that lightning. It's going to be up in the center of the room for 10 minutes or until I lose concentration.
All right.
Sweet. Ludwig, you go. You had something to do. That's my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just run forward as far as I can, which I guess probably is going to be a dash, because I won't be able to take an action. But I want to set myself up to be able to get him on my next turn. So I'm going to run forward, and then I'm going to go into a rage.
Nice.
Cool. So whereabouts are you moving to?
I think I'm gonna go. So that'll give me like 60 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So I will go to. I will go to. Oops, that's the wrong tool. Hang on. There.
Okay, yeah. So you need to roll me a wisdom saving throw once you get within that distance.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's a 7.
Okie dokie. Let's just put that in there so you get to see it. Oh. Can you see it? No. It's not working. That's
I can see that I'm glowing green.
Okay. Well, no. Well, yeah. Never mind. You suddenly hear loads of kind of strange noises coming from these creatures. You see the mouths around it start just kind of gibbering nonsense. You take 4 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned until the end of its next turn.
Ooh. It's rough.
Can we say that I got into my rage before that?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I guess that's all right. No, it's not. I won't have. I'll save that. I'll just have run forward and been stunned. Okay, cool.
And then it's going to be... So who do you want to go next?
I'm going to say Rinier, because she's got range.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward my 30 feet. Go to there.
So if you push control and then do the mouse like that, and then push spacebar at the end of it, it'll move it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think I moved 5 extra feet, but it's okay. Okay. So how far away am I is the question. I'm currently 10 feet from him, and then 120 feet for the guy in the middle. So I have more questions. Since I get 2 attacks per 2 actions per turn, can I dash and then also do an action, or is a dash will take up both of my actions?
Your dash will take your action. So you have 2 attacks per action. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's good to know. Okay, then in that case, I will just start with I really want to get closer because I want to do my hunter set. So I'm actually just going to dash this round, and then next round I will kind of get a bit more of a interest on like what their vulnerabilities are and that sort of stuff. So then we can start all hitting them better.
Cool.
So I'm going to dash this round. It's my turn.
Nice. So, Bobby.
Okay, I'd like to firstly use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on my 3 teammates.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you need to choose one.
Oh, can I not use all 3?
Not in,
Okay.
Not in one go. Like, for example, if you have 3 turns, you can do it to each of them individually.
Yeah, I cast the first one on Rinier.
Cool.
Thank you.
And then
Is it a D4 or a D6 or?
I think it's a D8.
Yeah, 1d8.
Thank you.
And there's one. Yeah, how far away am I?
You are currently 115 feet away.
I can walk a bit, can't I?
Yep. You can move up just behind Rinier if you want to dash.
120. Does I have 2 actions? Does that mean I can dash and then do something?
No. It's basically your movement, and then you can just. Well, it depends if you have like hasted action, but no. Currently, you would just be moving.
Okay, I am in range of that guy though, the first guy, and I want to cast Phantasmal Killer.
That's a hold on. Really good point. Hold on a second. So, Rinier, you need you to roll me wisdom saving throw because you got within the gibbering range.
Right, and I have advantage on all wisdom saving throws, so I will
Perfect.
roll that with advantage. Okay, I got a 19 plus 3, so 22.
Nice. Yes, you're completely fine, and you will
Nice.
not. You are unaffected by this for the foreseeable.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool. Sorry. What would you like to do, Bobby?
I'd like to cast Phantasmal Killer, 4th level spell about creating nightmares, illusions, and deepest fear. The target makes a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, it takes 4d10.
Okay. Cool.
Wisdom 16.
That is a 16. 13 plus 3.
Damn it. Hello.
I don't think anything happens, right? Or is it half damage?
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage.
Cool. So, 10.
Which I did at 12. Yeah, 10.
Cool.
That is my turn, I think.
Nice. It is then its turn, and it is gonna walk forwards to here, and you see it just stomp way faster than you'd expect for something so big. It's then gonna come down with his multi-attack, and it has 4 bites.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Dad!
I mean, this is the
And
dragon's
this is
head.
with a 10-foot reach as well. So that is a 21 for the first strike.
That's a hit.
14 for the second.
That's a miss.
A 21 for the third, and
That's a miss.
an 8 for the fourth. So 2 hits. So that is. I'm just gonna. I can't. I don't know. Let's do that. First one does 14 points of damage,
Okay.
and the
Super
second
glad I
one
healed.
does 25 points of damage.
Oof.
I'm okay. I can't say that actually because I'm stunned.
It's done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
I actually forgot about that. So there would have been an advantage, and they would count, and they'd
Oh,
count,
no.
and they'd count as criticals.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
So-
no. I don't know
so-
if you are going to be okay.
No.
Nope.
So,
I will not.
So that is essentially you are down and failed 2 death saves. I would have thought.
What?
Because
Oh no!
because that would be 24, would be 38 on the first attack. Does that put you down?
No, it wouldn't have.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
that's cool. So you were just down.
I will be.
You were-
I will be down.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so it'll be 49 on the second attack.
Okay, so that won't put me under my hit point maximum, but it
No.
will put me under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, so you are down, unconscious, and it then turns its mouths, seemingly ignoring those on the right-hand side of the ley line, and just looking towards Wick, who
Yeah.
it just takes one step forwards, the last of its movement, leaving the slack form, which is now a puddle, On the
Pudrick.
Pudrick. Yeah, brilliant. It's then his friend's turn, and most of them are going to continue chanting, but they will all move forwards.
Ooh. Oh man, there's a lot of them.
No.
And that is their turn. So, then we'll say, Wick, your turn.
Yeah, okay. So, let me see. I still have my concentration for my lightning thing, which is there.
Yes.
But I am going to move forward. Can I get to... I've got tiny legs. Okay, I can't quite reach you, but I will do a healing word on you, Done?
Yeah, cool. That'll be awesome.
Which is 4 plus 6. That's 6 hit points to you.
Okay, awesome.
Then one healing word. As my bonus action, could I cast spiritual weapon this turn, or no? Because I've already cast a spell.
It's not really. You've already cast a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So,
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Because healing word is
a bonus action.
bonus. Yeah,
So is spiritual.
that's
weapon.
right.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that regards, I'll pull out my crossbow and take a shot at the
Cool.
creature.
You
Yeah.
can cast a cantrip.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, I would allow you to cast a spell if you give me a good enough reason. Like, I mean, I'm all up for bending the rules. Just like you are next to a magical ley line. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is not so
Totally.
far-fetched.
Okay. Oh well, I'll seeing my friend gone down. I'm gonna kind of think deep and kind of try to connect to my god of the seas, and I'll try to cast Sacred Flame at
Okay.
at the guy in front of me.
I need you to roll me a d20 and then a d100.
Okay. So 16 on the dice for that d20,
Cool.
and then and the 100. I've gotten a 69. Nice.
Sweet. All right. So you're lucky you got the good one to start with, and then 69 is for the next hour. Anytime you make an ability check, roll a 1d4 and subtract the result.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, it's an ability check. It's...
So subtract the d4 from. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Does my Sacred Flame work, or do
Yes,
they kind of just?
It actually is far better than you ever seen it. There is an element to it that you did not expect. As it kind of passes through the ley line, there is a magical discharge that kind of reflects back onto you. But at the same time, it does seem to do more damage. There are these strange flame-like tentacles that whip out from the sacred flame and wrap around the mutant before you. You can roll an extra d4 damage as well.
Awesome. Sweet. We've got 14, 18 damage total.
Cool.
And I think that's going to be my turn.
Cool. Who do you want to go next?
I mean, Thud, you're up now. I think you were next after me previously, but does someone else have a move they want to do before Thud? You want to get out of there, Thud?
Can you get out of there?
Yeah, you
I
go,
would love
Thud.
to get out of there. I don't know if I can without getting smashed, but I'll give it a
I
go.
can go first if you feel like you can't go without opportunity attack.
It might be worth it. Yeah,
Okay.
you go
Alright.
to me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my legendary item. I'm going to do a arrow attack using my hunter's maw on this big old baddie.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my arrow reflection, so it fires a second illusory projectile with no attack roll. Instead, the target must make a 15 dex DC save or take 4d10 force damage.
6 to 10.
So,
He got a 10.
sorry?
He got a 10, so he failed.
Yes, okay, and then I'm going to make sure I hit with the other one as well. So the other one is a... Oof, I don't know if that one hits.
Oh, you've got a bardic as well?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
do have that,
yeah.
thank you.
Hold
I
up, though,
do.
because you can also use the bardic for... What did you get for the first attack?
At the moment, I got a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, great. Then I will say the bardic. So yeah, first attack, I'm gonna do 15. So that is a d8 plus 3. So that's 9 for that. And then if I do 4d10s, thank you, Jameson. That's 20 damage.
Wow,
With my illusory
nice.
arrow.
As you fire the arrow, it kind of splits. You see the illusory one light up beneath it, and it almost takes on the same form as one of those strange little mouths, the tentacles that comes out from the back of this monster. As all of its eyes, especially the ones across its cloak, its face, just all blink at once, the arrow splits and blows its whole face apart. You see just chunks of flesh hit the floor.
Nice.
Amazing.
Awesome. Oh, hey, he died. And then for my second attack, I'm going to turn myself towards the big thing in the center.
Yes.
Is that come through yet, or is that still like on its way through the portal-y chanting ritual?
Imagine you're looking into a kaleidoscope of insanity that is eyes, teeth, tentacles, and pulsating lights. It's much like the worst acid trip on top of all the DMT in the world.
Okay.
And
Well, in that case, she's just going to let it fly and do one more roll.
Cool.
Cool. So that's a 25 to hit.
And just to confirm, the central target that would hit.
The central target, yeah.
Cool.
Hit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It hits.
Awesome. That's bad. 4.
Okay.
Nice, you killed it.
I need everyone to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Is this on something that I can see?
Not particularly, no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. That's a 21 for Thudrick.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for Renia.
An 11 for Wick.
Okay. Everybody fails.
Oof.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, as you hit, you see all of the ley lines just ignite with pure magical energy and burst outwards. I need you to roll me a d20 with disadvantage, and then a d100.
Oh dear. Oh, yeah.
Most of them were 8, so that's
Okay.
So I got a 3 on my lower one.
Got 15 twice, luckily.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean everyone. I just needed Minnie
Oh.
to do it because she's the one that.
Oh, just me?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank God.
You.
Alright.
Well,
I
actually,
got
I
an
could do all
8.
of it. Okay, 8. Yeah.
No, thank you.
With X.
Yeah, I got an 8 on my dexterity check. And then my D100 was 90. Do I roll the
No,
secondary dex too?
It wasn't dexterity check. It was just a D20, standard D20. So.
Oh, well, that still an 8. Just
Okay, cool. And then the
And plus I can
D100,
do-
yeah.
was just a 90, and then I'll just roll. Should I roll the
90.
secondary number too? Or...
No, it's all right. Hold on. So 90.
Cool.
90.
They're really good or really bad.
I know, I can't just tell if you're...
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to all damage for 1 minute.
Oh.
Oh no!
Alright, we want to roll low on the 100s, I think.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe?
Guys.
That's all of you. So all of you are now...
Okay. Oh, get away!
I can still move. Let me move. I've still got movement on my turn.
Yes, you do.
Don't walk into my lightning.
I'm not. I'm gonna walk right in front of the lightning. Stop before it. Try and get away from you guys.
Oh.
I think you're still with him. Some of you with him. I'm sorry, team.
Everyone was triggered when you were there.
Oh no!
It's all good. And then who do you want to go next?
I might send Bobby next since Cedric's still a bit sicker. Maybe.
Cool.
And spells might be good first.
Yeah, could do. I can do some stuff from range, so I'm happy to go next or last.
Cool. Yeah, well then off you go, Cedric. Have at it. Be careful, because bad things happen when you shoot the middle.
Yes, I would like to run forward. Up next. Let me just see where I can actually get to. I'd quite like to not have to dash, but I think I'm going to have to. So I think this might be a bit of a Hail Mary. So I'm gonna dash 55 feet up to the let's grab this. 60 feet, sorry, up to there. So that's using a dash action. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to bonus action manifest my echo.
Cool.
Mm.
So that will need. Can we add a second Thudrick?
Of course.
I'd like him to pop up basically next to the front cultist, the closest one to me. And then I'm going to action surge. And yep, that's it. And so with my action surge, I'm going to take 2 attacks.
Cool.
And I'm also going to use one of my charges of Unleash Incarnation, which will give me 1 extra attack. So I'm going to attack through my echo. 3 times with my maul. Right. So first attack is going to be 21 to hit. No, sorry, 22 to hit.
That hits.
Second attack is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Third attack is going to be 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, amazing. So first, he is going to take... first hit is 13 damage. Second hit is 13 damage. Third hit is 13 damage. Rolled a 7 3 different ways.
You smash one time, you see his head kind of bulge and eyes appear on the top of his cloak. And then the other side, his tongue lolls out and an eye appears on the end of his tongue. And then you just smash up at the jaw and He's splattered across the paving slabs.
Amazing.
Get him.
Can I also use my memory, weapon memory? Oh no, that's a bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget I spoke. All good.
Cool.
Okay, cool. That's me.
All right. Let me just roll something for one of them going down. All right, it's all good. Then it's gonna be her turn. She's gonna take her movement. You see a more powerful female cultist step forward. Her cloak covered in what looks like a more tangible kind of creature, almost mimic-like in the way that it is adorned. You see the teeth, the eyes, the pockets, their tongues lolling around, and a device in her hand. Much of her face stitched together from previous injuries. There are an element of menace, and as she steps into that inner circle, she grows in size.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh no, she's grown.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
And you see her raise her hand up into the air. There is a moment of absolute rapture in her face as there is a moment where all seems to stop. There is a crunching noise, and you hear grinding coming from the sarcophagi either side of you. There is a moment of absolute raw terror as the light shifts to red.
Uh-oh.
Oh. What happened there? There we go. And then you see the creature solidifying before you. It is growing intensely as you see maybe more than one form shifting through that space. There is an underlying tension of absolute terror as the waves of, it's not even evil, just ancient hunger. You feel it yourselves, the need to just devour, the wish to destroy. And there seems to be a strange kind of creature within one, and you see it forming now and becoming a true solid thing, not just strange ethereal tentacles and eyes. There is a screaming that starts that then turns into odd laughter, a cackling. And that will be her turn. And these guys will just continue chanting. They're not going to do much else. Oh, actually, this guy is going to move forwards to replace this guy.
Can I have an opportunity attack on him if he moves into 5-foot range of my dude?
I'll allow it. Why not?
Okay. That is going to be a 21.
That hits.
He is going to take 11 bludgeoning damage. Magical.
Okay. As you clout this cultist. You see him just takes the punch and doesn't stop chanting in the strange tongue. Does anyone speak deep speech?
Yes!
Oh wow, nice.
Yes, I do.
You hear ancient words of power in the tongue of the far realm. There is a calling to an ancient being to be born, which literally translates as city twin or city copy or city mimic. And you see a fetus in the center that looks like a giant mimic that seems to be growing with each second that passes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Guys, I think we need to stop this chanting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite urgently, in fact. Yeah, so I guess, do I nominate the next person, or is that...
Well, no,
I think it's
you can.
No,
you can now go because it's me nominating the next person, so it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
I did just go.
Well, I just went.
Left, right. Oh, okay. All right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit this cultist. I've got. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and hit as many of them as I can. So I'll do the attacks one at a time. First one is going to be a 15. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay, cool. So he is going to take another 11 damage.
Cool.
He's still up though.
He is.
Okay, and then so I'll take another crack at him. That is going to be a 27.
That definitely hits.
And that is going to be another 12 damage.
Okay, with that last strike, you smash him twice. And with that last one, it caves in his skull, and once more. And in the same spot, there is a puddle of blood. And now, with that double kill upon the ley line, you see that red energy start channeling deep into the sarcophagi. It starts vibrating next to it. You can feel the ancient power being drawn into the sarcophagi. There is something else is happening. The blood that you're caused to channel into this magic has corrupted something or started something. You can roll me.
No.
All of you can roll me Arcana to see if you understand what is happening here.
Okay.
16. Did I have 16s today?
yeah.
I got a 5.
I'm just 13.
Okay, so most of you completely clueless. Yet, Rinia, you have never seen anything like this, but you've heard stories of liches using some sort of artifacts to bind their souls, and they need many souls to be created in the first place. And this is known as a phylactery, and when it is a Dracolich, that thing needs to be even more powerful. And it appears that this cult is trying to create some sort of living phylactery for incredibly powerful undead dragons.
Okay. I've still got two things I can do. The first thing I'm going to do, because I'm really, really hurt, is use my second wind to recover some hit points. I'll just roll that now. It's not great, but I'll take it. Cool. So that's 10. And then I'm going to, because I took the attack on that last turn, I'm going to use one more use of my Unleash incantation, and the Echo is going to run forward and smack. If I can move it, it's going to have a crack at her.
As it crosses the threshold, it disappears.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I will nominate Bobby next.
Cool. Up you go, Bobby.
I'll move up a little bit. And
I'm still very hurt, by the way, everybody.
I think I will cast Hypnotic Pattern in amongst that little group over here.
Were you casting? Sorry.
Yeah, Hypnotic Pattern.
All right.
In the group. So, wisdom saving throw, we're charmed.
Yes. I want you to roll me an insight check before that happens.
Oh.
Okay. So, as you're standing there and looking at these guys, you cast the spell and it enraptures them, but their state doesn't seem to change much. You think that they are already in a state fairly similar. They haven't. They don't really move much. They've only moved up to replace one that has already been removed. They haven't retaliated in any way, which proves to be some sort of trance-like effect.
Good. I use Starry Wisp as the second attack.
Is that a bonus action or is that an action? It's an action. I think. Yeah, so no. Because you already did the spell. I'm sorry it didn't work. I tried to give
I'll use bonus action for Bardic Inspiration on... Who is it? Sundrick.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
And we're done.
Who would you like to go next, bud?
Who hasn't gone?
So Wick or Rinya?
I'll let Wick have a go.
Wick.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Well, first, I'm gonna go move forward here. Go. Okay, how far away are you from me, Thudwick? 60 feet. Are you within? Oh, I can't. I can't reach you with healing for this turn.
That's okay.
So, what I'm going to do. Let's see, 120. Okay. So I'm going to lose concentration on this for a moment. Then I'm going to recast Call Lightning. But I'm going to use my Gospel of Holy Light and split the spell.
Ooh.
Duplicate the spell to a second target within range. So I'm going to go... let's see. Don't want to get you. What's that? Where'd it go? Okay. Where's my 120? I can go there. So I'll center on that. $20. I think you're like just in the... Oh no, maybe you're just in the middle of it. Oh, I don't want to... And then
Kill Cedric.
I'm trying not to do it. Let's see. I think you're just on the cusp there, Patrick. I think you're gonna be sweet. So I'm gonna do the Call Lightning there,
Yes.
and that's a DC 16 for everyone in the middle.
Cool. Sweet. So all of the cultists, apart from the big one, fail. And
Nice.
the big one doesn't seem to be overly affected, but does take some damage.
Cool. So I'm going to use one of my channeled divinities and
Yes.
call my god and do destructive wrath. So that's going to be max lightning damage. So that's going to be 30 damage to everyone.
Wicked.
I'm also lightning adept. So if they're resistant to lightning, my damage ignores the resistance.
Okay, cool. So, in that case, these guys. Oops. Damn it. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna do that. You see, as lightning just strikes, causing many of the cultists to explode into puddles of blood. There is a smattering that run across the ley lines, and with each death, you see the creature in the center grow.
Maybe I didn't do the right thing, guys.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I thought it was going to be good.
Chanting stuff, right?
Then just need to look it here. So, you see, as it grows,
Oh god.
there is a moment where she, the priestess that is now chanting, greeting, and potent, she takes the damage, looks across at you as if like didn't expect to be quite so hurt by it. She is still standing. She drops to one knee, but then within the lightning, she just absorbs as much of it as possible. You see her start channeling it into the creature. You see her life force, literally bits of her body just coming apart and unraveling as bits of her go into the creature, and almost like in this strange stripped time loop that it seems to be going faster yet slower at the same time. It's a really bizarre experience, as the more power you channel into this area just seems to be forcing whatever this thing is in the center to expand. The death
Okay.
is definite factor, and in that process a rumbling is happening from both this sarcophagi and this sarcophagi. Now there is the cracks now appearing in the lids. There are so much corrupted green and red energy that seems to be flowing through the ley lines that a sudden burst, and you see the top of a white dragon look
Oh,
down
God.
at you. Its glowing red eyes, the skull completely stripped of skin, its deep resonant voice seemingly to speak draconic and deep speech as one. Almost screaming against the abomination that it's become. Yes.
Sorry, team. Oh no.
Now, who would you like to go
All right.
next?
Yeah. Rinia, do you want to have a crack at this? Undo
Yeah.
what I just done.
I'm going to do a bit of a fact-finding mission. I am gonna cast Hunter's Sense on. Should I cast it on her, or should I cast it on the creature in the middle? Is the question.
Big dude.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the big dude. Hunter's Sense, sorry. As an action, choose one creature you see within 60 feet. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities, and if they are a creature not hidden from divination magic.
This seems to be a creature that is really an object. It is much like a mimic chest is an object. It is also a creature. You feel that this is a phylactery. This is the souls that have been killed here, and possibly others that are being killed above are fueling this creature. And the one that seems to be protecting it is the priestess that is standing within the space.
Okay. Cool. So then.
Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
I was going to say it is not really a functioning creature currently. It is still in the process of being given form.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to move closer to the witch priestess, and I'm going to cast my Slasher's Prey on her as my bonus action, so that next turn I'll have extra damage against her. So
Cool.
She's now my prey.
Nice.
Cool. That's my turn, guys.
Okay.
So, who's next?
I think that's me next. I think you guys have all gone again. She steps forwards once more into the center, looking towards you all. Her voice now echoing between hers and the Dracolich that is being spawned from the sarcophagi. The first unintelligible words just seem to be a stream of curses. And then she turns to you and goes, "You were once one of us, and you try and stop the first hunger from being born. Aren't you sick of the dragons controlling everything? It's time to reawaken the old ones. Before the dragons."
Oh, have we lost you?
No, I was just leaving dramatic silence.
It was dramatic.
It was. Yes.
And she...
Studrick. Amazing timing.
Yeah, as Thudrick says that, she goes, "Oh, goodness." And there is a moment where all of the eyes across her cloak look towards the Dracolich, and as it bursts out of the sarcophagi, it launches itself into the central circle. Let me bring... I don't have a proper thing. There we go. Where is it? Aha. I don't have the white, but hopefully, yeah, there we go.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
And
No, gosh, it just popped up for
you
me.
see the rib cage just envelop the creature inside, as if this possession of this Dracolich is obviously the most prized thing it could ever dream of. The power radiating through it, and you see the hand just reach up and touch the side of the undead dragon lovingly. Her twisted form almost looking caring, as if she'd longed for this moment. And in that you see a glow come from the eyes of the Dracolich, and then it looks across you all and just breathes. I need everybody to roll me some crazy shit. Roll me dexterity saving throw, please.
So I can see this. I'm
You can
assuming.
see this one, yes. You definitely
And,
can.
and I'm definitely in the area as well because I am off to the side.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hell yeah!
Eight.
Net 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Good for you.
Okay.
14.
All right. The magic number you're looking for is a 23.
Oh. Nah.
Not today.
Okay. So, you see, it says lightning, but it's technically necrotic lightning, as it just bounces from one to the other. And like a geyser of magical energy, you see it just bursting from the ley lines. Blood spraying up from the central chamber as you see the cultist priestess just sacrifice herself to the dragon as she just puts herself onto the claws, and in the process finishing the ritual. And you guys take okay, let's do here, use ability. Oh, damage.
With my Gospel of Hollow Light, I'm resistant to necrotic and psychic, and anyone within 10 feet of me is also, which, okay, is only me.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you take 44 points and everybody else takes 88.
Ooh.
I'm down.
Oh no, am I the only... I think I'm the only one standing.
Yep, I'm down.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay.
The Dracolich steps forwards. Oh, I'm gonna go, yeah. It just flies up into the air and
no.
looks at you, and it's your turn.
Good luck.
Oh my god. Okay,
Got
team.
this, Vic.
Okay, team.
Get on.
Alright, where's everyone at?
I'm underneath its wing.
Yeah, underneath its wing. Someone's
Yeah.
kind of underneath its foot. So let's see. I'm gonna go courageously towards it. Right near its. And then.
It's going to attempt to swat you.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
That will be a 18 to hit.
No, misses.
Okay. You manage to just jump in between its toes as it slams down next to you.
Okay. Now 60 feet. Okay. Who's within? Okay, I think that's everyone. Great. Okay, so I'm going to cast from me mass healing word at 4th level.
Okay. I'm gonna be that motherfucker because I have the spell. Counter spell?
Yeah, okay.
I failed though. I failed though. I got 2 on the dice.
Yes! Yes!
I forgot.
Thank you, Deep
Flat
Shalini.
failure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then that is oh my god, sorry guys, that was a bad roll. 5 plus 4. That's only 9. That's 9 hit points to everyone.
Cool.
So everyone should be popped back up now.
For 9?
For 9.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so that's down. Still have an action. Is it a bonus action? No. Action. Bonus action. Okay. I'm just going to swing down and attack with my my warhammer on it.
Cool.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh my god, yeah.
Nice.
So that's going to be D8 is doubled. What I also with my ability, I added D8 of thunder damage to it. Would that also be doubled as well? That nat 20? Or is my tempest?
Yeah, everything. So it's
Okay,
max.
cool.
So it's max basically. But yeah, cool.
Oh yeah, great. So that's 4d8. Doing so 8, 12. God, oh man, I'm rolling really badly. 16. That's only going to be 16. And 6 of that is thunder, but I
Okay.
get past its resistances.
Yeah, it kind of, you see it hit. It shrugs as if like, is that all you got? It's taken such a small fraction of its hit points. It basically just kind of barely notices. It does mark it though.
Okay. Well, that'll be my turn, team. Bobby, do you want to have a go next?
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Wick.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's my bonus, and then I think, knowing how this will go, I will cast invisibility on myself.
I love it. Okay, cool.
Little walk away.
Nice.
Information.
That is. I'll give you DM inspiration for that, buddy. Cut and run. Cut and run. Very funny. Cool. As you just dip, walking past that sarcophagi, you do feel the rumble in that one too, although it is not as powerful as what it was in the previous. You can feel like the energy subsided. Now there are no obvious other cultists in this space. The corruption exists, but it seems to be now embedded within the Dracolich itself. Who do you want to go next, Bobby?
Where is it? Where's Rania?
She is there.
Somewhere.
I'll let Rinya go.
Cool.
Where am I? Okay, there. Okay. I am going to change my Slash's prey. First, I'm going to bonus action first and designate the Lich as my prey.
Yes.
Then I'm going to use my second illusory arrow of the day.
Yep.
My last one. So I'm gonna roll to attack it.
Cool.
And question,
Yes.
I don't know if this is me being cheeky. Since dragons are my favorite enemy,
Yes.
since it's a Draco Lynch, would I perhaps get any advantage on them?
I'll allow it. Yep, for sure.
Yay! Okay. Oh, that one's caught. Okay, 15 plus. $23 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, great. And then I get an extra d6 because it's my prey. And then I get my d8. So 13 first hit.
Cool.
And then I get to do my 4d10 extra damage to it. So let me calculate that too. Thank you very much. Got enough. Good. So that's an extra 11 points of damage.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do a second action. It's a second attack.
Cool.
That was one attack.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to do legendary action. Both his wings. I need all of you to roll me deck saves. Because you're invisible and kind of almost around the corner, Bobby, I'll say you have advantage on that because. Yeah.
I got a natural 20 for mine.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
What's the total?
I got 21.
I got
20 total for me.
Okay.
any pluses?
No.
I mean,
I got a 21 as well.
technically you still fail, but because it's a natural 20, I'll say
Yeah.
do not get knocked prone, but
Cool.
you still take the damage. So that's going to be 15 points of damage each.
Oh,
Down again.
same.
No. I'm still standing. Still
And-
stand.
It will then can then make its movement. It can move. It's just going to move 50 feet up. So let's do. Boom. And then who do you want to go next? Then Bobby. I mean, sorry, not Bobby. It wasn't Bobby that went next. It was Rinia. Who do you want to go?
Oh, who's Cedric? Hasn't gone for a little bit. Oh, but he's down.
I'm down. Yeah.
Back to Wick.
Well, it's yeah. My turn?
Yeah.
What?
Other than I can-
Or no, Cedric, I guess you're rolling a death save.
yeah, I guess sorry,
Yeah.
Cedric.
Yeah. Well, let me just check. I just want to check one thing real quick. Oh, it's a melee attack. Damn. I had a way of reducing damage, but I don't think it's going to work for me on that last one. Just see if.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think I can, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, roll me a death save then, bud.
No, hey!
You got this.
No, I don't. It's fail.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
One fail.
Then it is going to have its turn. It looks down towards the survivors and will blow let's see if it gets his weapon back first. That's.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's going to cost a spell instead. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, Wick.
Yeah. Okay. 11 con. Okay, that's only 13.
Okay, that is a fail. You take.
Oh wait, I have a bardic. One sec.
Yeah, cool.
One sec.
Damn.
Yeah.
6, 13, so that's 19.
That's still a fail, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But you take 17 points of damage.
Okay, I am down, but I have with my last ability for my Gospel of Holy Light is
You go into
once
one
per
hit
day.
point.
If I'm reduced to 0, I pop back up to 1 hit point, and I'm resistance to all damage until my next turn. So I'm at 1 HP.
As you stand, you see the Dracolich launch up into the air, out of the ground, just searching for its new space. In the center of its chest, the glowing phylactery seems to be squirming and writhing. The city mimic fetus that seems to be birthing inside of this Dracolich itself. And as it fades away from distance, you see your friends seeping into ooze, into the cracks, into the pavement. There are dead cultists around. You hear screams. Ah! It seems that the premonitions from Bahamut still came to pass, even with your change of heart.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum,
Help
bum.
soul.
In the bleeding edges of creation, a single seed of the first hunger awakens, born to replicate without mercy. Its first clone drips into being each perfect eyeless echo. Shattered mirrors give rise to the hungering reflection. It devours your essence, reshaping flesh into something far worse. These ooze-born horrors are more than creatures, they are a living virus of form. Witness their birth. Survive their onslaught or be consumed into the endless tide. Join us if you dare. Blob Squad awaits.